you, bro. Like, some of y'all are playing yourselves right now. I think there's some of you who are not happy in a relationship or friendship. And you're really like, you're fighting yourself internally. Like, you're like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. This shit is ghetto. Temptation. You're like so tempted to just like break away or just like just do something. And like, listen, you're not obligated to stay if you're not happy or you're already seeing red flags or you're just not, it's not what you expected it to be. You know, like, I think there are many of you who are entirely too fucking smart to keep dragging the situation. So please admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly, because the more that you resist this the more you resist actually admitting the truth to yourself, the more you're gonna be tempted to do shit that like you could have just completely avoided, you know? Like, you got options. It's not like you're limited. It's not like you have to like be in that situation. Again, like, there's a shit ton of people that live on this planet. You're not bound to one person, or you're not bound to be around those people. But some of y'all, like, y'all gotta get the move on. Like, y'all have to like already like pack it up before you get too deep into it. Because what's gonna happen is that the longer you stay, the longer you're gonna resent yourself. And when you resent yourself, you start to resent others, and you're already resenting the motherfucker. So it's just like, it's a fucking resentment party that nobody signed up for. So Leo, like, whatever it is, or whoever you're fucking with, or whatever, so be it. Like, bro, just let it go. Like, it's not worth your sanity. It's not worth your peace. It's not worth it, bro. Like, it really isn't. And I'm picking up more on masculine figures at this moment in relationships or like situationships. Like, I'm picking up on people who are dating, like, and that, you know damn well, like, y'all just shouldn't be dating that person right now. Like, cause you got shit. Listen, you got your own shit that you're dealing with, and it's just like, you already know internally, like, it's not fair to bring other people into your shit. Granted, y'all bonding over growing through shit, but trauma bonding sometimes doesn't always end well. Okay? Divine Masculine tells me that some of you are actually ready to step up to the plate and really get yourself out of this situation. Divine Masculine also is telling me that there are many of you who are like, you're seeing yourself in a brand new light. Like, you're seeing your ideas. You're like, yo, I can actually do this shit. I can actually get this job done. So that's what Divine Masculine is speaking to me about. But the card Authority is telling me that some of you still are trapped in fear. That some of you are still struggling from getting yourself out of the places of self-doubt. You know, people think that Leo, and like, you guys are, like, Leos are naturally confident by nature, but when they're not, that can actually be bad, bro. Like, because sometimes their ego gets so inflated, like, it just, they're like, you know, like, they fall into this, well, I have to be confident, or I have to like show off confidence or show people that I'm confident. And it's just like, you know, you only tend to hurt yourself more when you're not admitting the truth to yourself. So act accordingly if that's for you. You don't have to always be so confident. You don't always have to like, you know, act like you got your shit together. Like, it's really okay to, like, it's really okay to, like, not be confident sometimes, if that makes sense, you know? Some of you are holding a lot of tension in your body. Surrender and release. So some of you are holding a lot of deep trauma or a lot of deep anger inside of you that wants to be like, it wants to dip already. Like, it's fucking tired of being in your body, and you're tired on top of that. So it's just like, maybe you guys can meet each other in the fucking middle and be like, you know what, this was cool, I'm out, bye. But like, in all seriousness though, like, some of you, if you don't, so you see how this photo has like a vase or with a crack and water spilling out. That's gonna be you in a couple weeks, or that's honestly you right now. Like, some of you, like, any little thing might be triggering you, or, you know, if somebody like says something to you, you might like break, or again, overly confident, so you want to act like you got your shit together. And again, like I said, you don't have to always have to. You know what, Leo? Y'all get me tight, because y'all really be going through it, but sometimes your pride is in the way so much that you don't want a soul to know that you're hurting, or you don't want a soul to know that you're fucked up right now. And if only you knew that if you communicated that you're fucking dealing with stuff, that you're going through it, that you're hurting, maybe, just maybe, things might actually go your way. Things might actually flow the way that you need them to go. But until you let go of that resentment that you have towards yourself or towards whoever, so be it, shit is gonna stay stagnant for you, bruh. I don't know who that message was for, but I really pray and I hope that you heard that. Because that was, that, the fuck was that, spirit? But, and try not to blow up on people for no reason. I don't know why, there's just some of you who, like, y'all got anger issues that y'all gotta deal with, and that's nobody's fucking fault but yourself, okay? You gotta deal with it. It's nobody's fucking job to deal with your shit. But you know what? Your guides want you to pay attention to the signs around you. They want you to pay attention more to the messages. I think that many of you have been told, and that honestly, that anger might be from your guides. There are many of you who probably have been like given clear signs of having to deal with things that have been harboring you for mad long, or things that have been like sitting in your heart space for mad long, and it's just like, enough is enough. Like, you gotta let it go already. You have to like honor it. You can't keep pushing it to the side, or you can't keep like fucking people so that you can feel something. That's not, because in all actuality, that's not what you really want. Okay? I think coming Aquarius season, it's going to be a pretty significant time for many of Leos. There are many of you who are going to come across good fortune, and there are many of you who are going to be able to be in a place where you can celebrate yourself in comfort. Why? Because from now until Aquarius season, I think that many of you are actually waking up, and you're actually doing the work and focusing on healing your trauma and focusing on getting out of situationships. So I think some of you are going to have a pretty rude awakening call this week, and that's going to push you in the direction to deal with your shit head on, so that you're not playing the victim role, or you're not running away from the truth, I should say, too. So definitely look forward to Aquarius season for those who do the work. Okay? Like, who do the work. And for those who don't, it's a dub. It's up to you. Universe. Balance. That's crazy, yo. So the card balance came up for all the fire signs for this reading. There are many of you who have to focus on bringing balance back into your life, whether it's you, like, you know, focusing on self-care, and then focusing on working solid hours, and focusing on spending time with your fam, and, you know, like, some of you just honestly thrive more on a schedule rather than randomness. So if that's what works for you, start focusing on those things, because yeah, that's what works for you. Like, why go in the direction that is not, that it's like your scales are in balance, or it's like a little bit over here, a little bit over there. But Spirit overall is saying, like, at the end of the day, it's really up to you how you want to live your life. It's nobody else's, you know. Like, if you can't make somebody happy, then first of all, ask yourself, like, why is it my responsibility to make them happy? And second of all, like, again, like, I'm gonna go back to the situation. Like, if you guys don't want to be in a situationship, like, don't force yourself to do it. Like, nobody's I don't know, maybe somebody is holding a gun to your head, but from what I'm seeing, there's plenty of you who don't have guns to your head, and you don't have to stay there. I know it's easier said than done, coming from somebody who's been in some serious shit. But some of you are dragging it. Like, some of you are dragging it because you feel like you don't want to meet somebody else, or you don't want to deal with another person. And it's just like, bro, just do the work so that shit can pop off for you come Aquarius season. Sorry, I heard something. I was like, the fuck? Hold the fuck up, okay? So I hope this reading resonates. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but you want to know something? Heard you, Spirit.